Good evening, YouTube. Austin Trench coming at you with another review. Today I am covering the Walmart figures of the Netflix show Voltron, Legendary Defender. These figures are one of a sword attack Voltron that has movable joints right here, and you see one with a missile firing hand one. I got these at Walmart, as said before. These things are roughly 5 inches, which I will get them out of the packaging to show you. And on the back here, you can have the bio of Voltron and his legendary defenders, as well as the bio of the toy as well. At the bottom, you see where you can get all the toys right here. You also see the single figures, the blue lion, red lion, black lion, green lion, yellow lion, and Mizak, the first enemy that they fought in their giant robot mode. But the packaging is a lot better than the figure, which I will say before then. But this was made by Playmates Toys, who made those awesome Ninja Turtle toys that I reviewed recently. But regardless of that, let's open these figures up so I can give them fair credit. And here they both are out of their packaging, and well, they could be better. First one I want to talk about is the Missile Launcher Voltron figure, and it's the best one of the two. As you can see right here, is a whopping 6 inches. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. It's not 5 inch, it's 6 inch. And by Playmates Toys, I also said that in the opening. And its paint job is mediocre, but good at the same time. It doesn't have any paint right here in the face, so don't trust the box art. It doesn't. The gold painted right on here and here, it's not that well done. Again, I have a much better Voltron figure, which is the 8-inch one, which I might get the 14-inch Voltron figure that's out right now. I don't really know. This thing comes with a rocket launcher arm right here. And the good thing is about this rocket launcher arm is that you can move it. That way you can have your own... Yeah, this thing has a hair trigger on it, so be careful. Not really one of my favorite parts of this figure, but it's very faithful to the design from the show. You can move this one around. You can't move the head of it around, but you can move this one that way and that way. You can bend the legs. You can rotate the waist. And here's a problem I have right here. He has wings that come off for no reason whatsoever. It just feels like it was just put there because the parts were on an assembly line, and that's a bit of a problem. Another thing is on the legs, it's fixed to one pose where it's stancing rather than having movable joints in the feet, which is weird for Playmates Toys, which I must guess that these are basically just testing out the potential of the franchise, which the 14-inch figure and the Build-All figure that they have for the Voltron franchise is going great. I just wish they did better with these 5-inch ones, 6-inch ones, because a lot of people can't really afford that and buy something like this that's even better, you know? But yeah, it's okay. The second one I want to talk about is the Shield and Sword Voltron figure. This one is much better than the Missile Launcher one, but it still has a heap of problems. One, the paint is chipping off on here, as you can see, and the sword right here for his action thing does not come out, but you can do this with it. So yeah, that's why it has that sword action thing. You gotta grip the legs together. And it can sort of move around a lot, better, except for this leg, because this one's the hold-all leg, it keeps everything together. It's the grip one. And it stands better, and on this arm, it can take off the shield area, but you can't put it back here, nor can you attach the wings from the missile figure on there, which would have been much better, but that's just me saying that. You can rotate this arm a lot better right here, which is good, unlike the missile launcher one. And you can insert this hole right here, this little peg hole that's attached to the shield, and you can put it right there. But you can barely turn the head around, which I don't know why, because the last one on the head was working good. And on the back, you can't transfer the wings over there. There are no holes there. I thought there would be, but alas, I was wrong. But yeah, this one is a bit of a disappointment, but it has a great sculpt and paint applications to it. You just got to be very careful. So overall, these figures have impressive sculpts and designs, but that's really all it. It comes with shoddy sort of movement, it has bad posability, it can't stand upright, it has poor paint applications in the face area, and you can't transfer any parts over to the other figures. That's why I'm giving these figures altogether a 7 out of 10. They're not awful, but they're the kind of toys you get to someone who can't afford the big-sized one or the 14-inch one, which I might get, but really they're just meant for the little kids, not us, not the hardcore collectors. And with that said, that's all the time I have for this review. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and to also check out Voltron Season 2, which is on Netflix.